So I'm going to continue off from what I did, from what I posted. Um, so this is pregnancy 6, my pregnancy journey with her. So I've already mentioned that I had placenta previa. They were going to keep an eye on it because if it ends up turning to the bad one where it fuses with the uterus, I would have to have the C-section earlier, and I would have to have a hysterectomy and a transfusion and be put into the ICU because I would lose a lot of blood. But if it didn't turn to the other one and stayed the normal placenta previa, I would still have to have my C-section early, but it wouldn't be as I wouldn't have to have a hysterectomy or a transfusion or be in the ICU. So they're keeping an eye on it, but because I have placenta previa, I cannot work out. I cannot be intimate, and I just have to stay off my feet. So I work from home, so I didn't have to worry about like going into work anywhere. I was just at home, but I had to stop working out, which was sad, and obviously couldn't be intimate. So um, just continue to try to eat right. I did eat a lot. My brother and my hubby and even my sister-in-law did spoil me with things that I was craving. I was craving these chocolate chip cookies from Costco's. I don't know if you guys ever had them, but they're so delicious. And my sister-in-law would go to Costco's and she would buy me like the big one, like the big container. Me, my kids, and my husband would just kill those things. They were so good. And she only did that because I was pregnant. Because after I had the baby, I said, "Can I have some more?" She's like, "No." She was only spoiling her niece. So as time passed, I'm getting bigger and bigger, going to my appointments, and then they're like, "Okay, the placenta previa is still there, but it did not turn to the bad one. You're gonna have your C-section at 36 weeks, and you're gonna have to have a shot of steroids to help the baby's lungs form. So when she's born, her lungs will be okay." So I'm like, okay. They never told me what appointment that was supposed to happen at, and um, time is kind of going by pretty quickly. I go see my GYN. She's like, "You know what? You're going to get an MRI." She's like, "They're telling me you don't need one, but I'm the one doing the C-section, so I want to be sure everything's okay. You're doing an MRI." I'm like, okay, I trust her. So I go the next week, I get an MRI, which was I'm not claustrophobic and I'm good with MRIs and CT scans, but that one's creeped me out because I'm pregnant, so I'm bigger. There's no space really this way. Well, I'm not that high, but and then wide. I'm like, oh my goodness. I had to like check out and just be in my head. And she got the results for the MRI. She said everything looked fine, so she felt comfortable about that. And she's like, "Listen, I think this should be your last child. You've already had 5 C-sections, and I am afraid that if you got pregnant again after this one, I don't know if like something would happen to you, to the baby. Sometimes the scar tissue, there's sometimes issues. Like, I think this should be your last child." So I was like, "I'll think about it." But she said, "You haven't until 3 days before the C-section to make up your mind and let my nurse know so that we can make sure that we have everything prepared in the OR." I'm like, okay, you know. She's like, "You can also have your husband uh, get a vasectomy too." And she said this in front of him, and they have a funny relationship going back and forth. It's so funny. So, we had a lot to think about. And I'm going to stop there because it's 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, thank you for listening to my story. And hopefully I'm helping.